Hey guys, it's Jessica. So today I wanted to do a little story time video. When people post their stories and their experiences at certain stores, that is so interesting to me, and I love reading the comments. Even if it's like an Instagram video, I'll read the comments on it. I don't know if some of you guys are like that, but I am. So I wanted to share this quick story time video. I was going to add it onto my other video that I just filmed, but the video was already so long. So I was like, you know what, maybe I can split it and I can do another video on it. So I just got back from vacation. I went up north to visit my husband. So my husband has been gone for 2 months and he's working up north. They're shooting a movie out there and he's been gone for, like I said, almost 2 months. So we actually went to visit him on Father's Day weekend, and this is the second time we went out there, but this time we went for a lot longer. So we went for 6 days, and of course I googled the Louis Vuitton store and I'm like, hey, the Louis Vuitton store is 45 minutes away. So he's like, yeah, let's go. So I planned out a day for us to go. It didn't work out. We waited the next day and then he was like, okay, like we're gonna go for sure. It's just so hard because it's hot. It is so hot up there. If you live in the Sacramento area, how? The sun burns so bad out there. I went to Target out there, and when we got off of the car, the sun burns different out there, okay? It is crazy. My daughter was like, can we run inside of the Target? She was ready to run. That's how hot the sun is out there. It's so hot. It was like 110, 111. It was crazy hot. And there's no breeze. There's no breeze. Now I know why it's so expensive to live in Los Angeles, because it is fresh out here. It's hot, but it's not that bad. So it's really hard to do things out there because I'm kind of like, I want to avoid the sun, you know, I want to avoid the heat. But regardless of that, we ended up planning to go to the Louis Vuitton store. I went, and that Louis Vuitton store is beautiful. Like, I wish I would have recorded this store. It was beautiful. The setup was beautiful. It wasn't a big store at all. It was fairly small, but it was just so beautifully set up. Maybe because I haven't been to a Louis Vuitton store in a while, but it was just so nice. We get there. I had 2 bags in mind. I had the Pashemitis East West that I wanted to see, and I also wanted to see the Speedy 20. I saw the bicolor East West with the turtle dove. So it was a turtle dove, and that one was beautiful. I love how that bag looks on your shoulder. Oh my goodness, it is such a great looking bag. I love it. Not a big fan of the chain, but that bag is gorgeous. But they didn't have it in the colors I wanted. They only had it in black, which I don't want black because I already have the mini bum bag and I didn't want that. And then the bicolor was pretty, but I have the turtle dove backpack, so I don't want that either. I either wanted to see it in pink or in cream, or the white with the purple. I don't know the name of it, but it was beautiful. They didn't have any of that. She's like, we're a fairly small store, and I was like, okay. So I will tell you this, I am going to get a Pashemitis East West. I am gonna get one. I tried on the cream colored Speedy 20. There was another one that had like the perforated and it was in white, and it had like a very pretty luggage tag with a pink flower. That one was really pretty. The interior was gorgeous, but I'm not a big fan of the perforated leather, so I didn't really like that one. Okay, here's the story. I fell in love with the cream colored Speedy 20, and I told her, I inspected the bag and I told her, I'm not gonna get this bag though, right? And then she said, yeah, it's not a display, we rotate our bags often. And then I was like, well, I don't want this one. And she kind of looked at me like, why? You know? And I said, well, the hardware was already scratched from the little I don't even know what it's called. It was already scratched, And then there was what looked like color transfer on one of the chaps. The inside of it was dirty. It just didn't look good. Even the glazing didn't look good. It had a lot of flaws. I did not like it, and that was the one that was made in France. And I'm like, no, I don't like it. I'm not getting this one. Do you have another one? She did. She brought it over. I inspected that one. That one did look good. I'm not gonna lie, it did look good. It was made in the USA. And if you guys have seen some of my previous videos when I've talked about this, I prefer the made in France. I don't know why, but I do, and I can't get over it. I can't get over it. I'm buying a bag that's a French company. I want it to be made somewhere other than the US. That's just how it works. I love buying things that are made in the US, yes, but when it comes to Louis Vuitton, no thanks. So I was like, this one's great, but it's made in the US. Do you have another one? She's like, no, I'm sorry, we don't. And she said all of our items are made the same, you know, and she was very, very nice. And she's like, all of our items are made the same, they're from the same material, blah blah blah. I told her I understand, but I am just so particular when it comes to this. Don't get me wrong, I have made in USA items and I love them, they're great. But if I'm gonna go to a store and I'm gonna buy it and I get to pick, I'd rather just wait. I told her that we were gonna walk around the mall, we were gonna go get something to eat, I was gonna think about it, and then I would be back. And she told me she was gonna be off in like 5 minutes, and then she gave me her card, and then she said, can you please tell the manager that I helped you if you do come back? I was like, okay, sure. And right when I was walking out, I look at the display and there was another one up really high up in the shelf, and I told her, hey, I went back and I told her, hey, there's another one up there, can you bring that one down so I can see it? And she's like, yeah, sure. She went up there, grabbed it, I checked it out, made in US, and that one was also not good. That one had flaws too. So the only one that was perfect was the second one that I saw. And it's so funny because they had a Vivian charm on it, and she's like, it doesn't come with the charm. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, I know. The charm was really cute actually. But I was like, no, I know. And I think she said that because the other one did come with a charm, the perforated one, but I know that it doesn't come with no Vivian on it. I checked out the bag and I was like, nope, I'm not taking this one either. So then she's like, okay, you know, if you guys do decide on the other one, I put it away for you. I put it in the back if you do decide to come back. And I left so sad from that store because I really wanted to get something. Whenever we travel to a new place and there's a Louis Vuitton store nearby, I like to buy an item so I can have the item to remember when I went to that specific place. And it would have been perfect to get something. And then when I left, I kind of felt bummed out because I'm like, dude, I should have just bought something else. I couldn't believe how bad that bag was. It was scratched, it was color transfer, it was dirty from the inside, and she was like, yeah, you take that bag, we rotate them. I was like, no. I was kind of happy that I stood my ground, and I know that I'm gonna find another bag and it's gonna be perfect because it's almost $3,000. The Speedy 20 is like 2,500, 25 something, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get a bag that I'm not gonna be 100% happy with. One, I wasn't happy where it was made. Two, I wasn't happy with the condition. Three, of the first one, I just, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right to get it, but I was so close to getting that bag and it was beautiful. I love it so much, but honestly, I cannot get the Pashematis East West out of my mind. I love that bag. But yeah, that is my story time, and I will show you guys pictures and stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little story time. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.